Well, run anticipation here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Titans are going to have a first. Here's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yard. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he locates one. They do convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Now, last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, there's another example of what Marcus Mariota brings to the game. Sweet feet that elude sticky situations. He knows how to get outside the pocket and get downfield. Last year as a rookie, he showed us exactly how to do it and do it well.
2nd down and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On 1st down, it's Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Gun!
Throwing now, Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Bears.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Chicago first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, it's Cutler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Second and 10, it's Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Cutler gives it to Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third and goal, Cutler. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The rookie from Clemson, Kevin Dodd, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Bart puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here to at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On second down, Mariota again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
The tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Cutler. It's brought in by Kevin White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Chicago first down. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Cutler. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Antoine Blake. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception here, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the fumble recovery, it's Cutler. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. So some disappointment there as a field